An autoloader chambered in .22 Magnum can easily fly under the radar, blending into the noise like crickets on a summer night. Even with the rimfire round's solid reputation and the improvements made over the last 60-plus years, it has never truly made a dent in the semi-automatic handgun scene. You can find wheel guns chambered for the .22 Winchester Magnum Rimfire or .22 WMR all day long, but locating a semi-auto that feeds on it is like finding a unicorn. To help you navigate this niche market, we've put together a lineup of our top 5 picks for the best .22 Magnum pistols out there and what makes them tick. We'll also drop some knowledge on what you should be looking for when you're ready to buy. Number 5. The Rock Island Armory XT. Rock Island slipped the XT series onto the market a little over a year back without making a big fuss. But let me tell you, this handgun is worth a conversation. It won't break the bank, it runs like a top, and most importantly, it's a real tack driver. Being a product of a Filipino manufacturer famous for their wallet-friendly 1911s, this .22 Magnum pistol from Rock Island certainly has that familiar look and feel. But that's pretty much where the family resemblance stops, which is fantastic news if you're a die-hard fan of the 1911's classic lines and ergonomics. What really sets the XT apart is its top ejection port, which will remind you of a Beretta 92, and a clever two-piece barrel design that makes its delayed blowback action possible. It might sound complicated, but it's a pretty slick system that really boosts the pistol's performance, giving it a cleaner profile and making it a joy to run. The XT has a competitive, sporty vibe and feels like it would be right at home in a shooting match. Particularly the Flat Top Pro variant with its Picatinny rail running the full length of the slide for all your gadgets. While you could press it into a self-defense role, the caliber itself isn't what most folks would choose for that job. And even though it's not heavy, its overall footprint is a bit too large to serve as a proper backup piece. The standard model of the Rock Island XT is chambered in .22 Magnum and sports a 5-inch barrel. The pistol measures 8.54 inches from tip to tail and tips the scales at a solid 40 ounces. It feeds from a magazine that holds a respectable 14 rounds. The manufacturer is asking for $599 for this one. Number 4. The Kel-Tec PMR-Thirty. Roughly a decade ago, Kel-Tec dropped a .22 Magnum pistol that looked like a prop from a space western, and it had a lot of us scratching our heads at first. Its appearance was from the future, and it didn't really fit into any of the usual boxes. Still, it managed to carve out a solid place for itself in the market, mostly because of the sheer volume of fire it could put downrange. The fact that you can stuff 30 rounds in the magazine is its real claim to fame. The Kel-Tec PMR-Thirty is a .22 Magnum handgun featuring a 4.3-inch barrel and a total length of 7.9 inches. It is incredibly light, weighing in at a mere 14 ounces. The sticker price for the Kel-Tec PMR-Thirty is $495. The PMR-Thirty is legendary for its capacity, which transforms what might seem like an oddball pistol into a jack-of-all-trades for almost any scenario. Need some extra peace of mind out in the backcountry? A trusty companion for your backpack? A low-profile gun for the truck? A key component of your bug-out bag? The PMR-Thirty does it all, serving as a genuine multi-tool firearm. On top of its impressive firepower, the PMR-Thirty is so light, you'll forget it's there. Even with a full mag, it's not much heavier than a typical duty pistol. For all its peculiarities, this pistol is a breeze to operate and a ton of fun on the range. It settles into your hand nicely, has a crisp trigger, and comes with high visibility sights for getting on target fast. When you add it all up, the PMR-Thirty is a heck of a package for anyone searching for a pistol that's as effective as it is unconventional. Number 3. The Walther WMP. Dropping in 2022, the Walther Magnum pistol, or WMP, was a curveball nobody saw coming. It took a hard turn towards a tactical design, which is something you just don't see in the .22 Magnum pistol world. What we have here is a full-sized, polymer-framed handgun built around a 4.5-inch barrel, and it'll hold up to 15 rounds in the magazine. It's set up right from the factory with a standard accessory rail on the dust cover and a slide that's already milled for an optic, topped off with a bright fiber optic front sight. This pistol was engineered from the ground up to be completely lefty-friendly, boasting what Walther calls a quad-release setup. This genius design gives you both a standard push-button mag release and Walther's signature paddle release on both sides of the frame. These forward-thinking touches make the WMP incredibly versatile. You could run it in a competition, use it for varmint control on the property, or just have a blast with it at the range. That optics-ready slide is a huge plus, really opening up what you can do with it. With its smart design and solid feature set, I'd bet good money the WMP is going to cement its reputation as one of the top-tier .22 Magnum pistols on the market today. Number 2. The Excel Arms MP-22 Accelerator. Don't let anyone tell you the age of the super-accurate .22 Magnum handgun is over. While this corner of the rimfire world has gotten a lot quieter, a specialized maker, Excel Arms, kept the flame burning with their Accelerator, a true heavyweight in its class. Coming in at a beefy 54 ounces, the XL Accelerator is a .22 Magnum pistol that gets your attention with its massive 8.5-inch barrel, which brings its overall length to 12.88 inches. It feeds from a single-stack 9-round magazine. Most of that considerable mass comes from its heart and soul, an 8-inch stainless steel bull barrel that looks like it was borrowed from a Browning buck mark. It seems like you'd have to run it hard all day to even get it warm. For a pistol this big, with such a long barrel, it balances surprisingly well and doesn't feel nose-heavy. A lot of that is thanks to the smart design of the frame and the grip angle, which also allows a good chunk of the slide to sit over your hand. Excel baked in some cool features, like a Weaver-style rail machined into the slide and magazines with a built-in loading assist. But the most unique thing about it has to be the charging handle. It looks a little strange at first, and you might be skeptical, but it turns out to be incredibly useful and quick to operate, especially if you've got an optic mounted up top. Even though XL Arms has closed its doors, you can still find the Accelerator MP-22 on the second-hand market for a fair price, making it a great choice for shooters who appreciate this kind of specialized rimfire iron. Number 1. The Smith & Wesson M&P-22 Mag. Smith & Wesson's M&P-22 Mag pistol is built around their cutting-edge tempo barrel system. It's a gas-operated, locked breech design that's pretty slick. There's a gas port way up by the muzzle, which means the whole system doesn't even start to move until the bullet has already left the barrel. This setup allows the M&P-22 Magnum to reliably cycle the hot .22 WMR cartridge with no issues, giving you an operating system that's both tough as nails and easy to clean. Thanks to its internal hammer and a really clean braking trigger, the M&P-22 Magnum is a soft shooter with next to no recoil, making it a pleasure to shoot all day long. Unloaded, it weighs just 22 ounces. The barrel is 4.35 inches long. The overall length is 8.4 inches, and it stands 5.9 inches tall. It's got a slim profile at 1.13 inches across the controls, but the full-size polymer frame makes it a bit of a handful for concealed carry. Durability is a big selling point for the M&P-22 Magnum. It has a stainless steel slide coated with Smith & Wesson's Armory black nitride finish, which is known for being a tough, cost-effective finish that protects against abuse, making this pistol a fantastic option for rough environments, like being out in the elements for extended periods. The controls are dead simple. With a mag release you can swap to the other side, and a safety and slide stop that are truly ambidextrous. Takedown is a piece of cake too, which just highlights how practical the design is. And here's the kicker. The M&P-22 Magnum ships with two 30-round polymer magazines. That is a serious amount of firepower for any application, but especially for self-defense. For a retail price of $649, this 22 WMR autoloader gives you a package full of innovation, practicality, and ruggedness. Conclusion. So as we wrap this up, we've walked through 5 outstanding choices in the world of 22 Magnum pistols, and each one brings something special to the table. You've got the Rock Island Armory XT, a solid and affordable option for anyone who loves the feel of a classic 1911. Then there's the Kel-Tec PMR-Thirty, a high-capacity wonder from the future that's all about versatility. The Walther WMP brings a tactical mindset and ambidextrous controls, making it a prime candidate for the competitive shooter. For the purist looking for a tack driver, the Excel Arms MP-22 Accelerator delivers unmatched precision, even if you have to hunt for it on the used market. And at the top of the heap, you have the Smith & Wesson M&P-22 Magnum, the pinnacle of innovation with its tempo barrel system, offering a blend of low recoil, durability, and massive firepower that makes it a premier choice for performance, quality, and real-world application.